All right, and the recording is going. Welcome everybody to this week's installation of the Weekly Mash. Your hosts, you love them, the Mighty Two, the Tall and Small,
Oh God,
the duo of whitewashed Filipinos. It is me and Rachel. Rachel, do you have any words before we get going?
Well, this podcast has been going on for 3 episodes long, or about to be 3. So, if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this podcast. And if you're not, thank you so much for listening to our very weird interactions in this potato friend group.
And what should they rate us on Spotify and Apple Music?
5
stars.
5
5
stars.
stars out of 5.
All right, now time for my introduction. Welcome to episode 239.
Yeah.
Like
Bashy's balls.
We all have cams now.
Yeah, we all have cams. Okay,
cam
everyone,
night.
it's a cam night.
Cam night.
So my goal for this episode is to try and keep it under an hour and 15. Last episode we went to an hour and 30. So I'm gonna try my best to mediate the conversation down to not longer than an hour and 15. But
Wait.
yes, Hunter.
Wait. So we got the Darius. Okay, and then we got the Chelly.
The small and tall.
Wait, and then wait. Oh, I broke the chair again.
Wonderful.
There we go. This is the Chelly.
Guys.
Sorry, bro.
We do have a lot to talk about today. I actually didn't put a lot this week in for our Discord channel to talk about because I already knew going into this episode we were going to have a lot to talk about. But before that, we have a new Tato joining us this week. His name is Elijah. You see him on the top left corner if you're watching the video stream. He is also a whitewashed Filipino.
Allah.
Elijah, to introduce yourself to the viewers at home, please tell me.
Describe your character.
Yeah, you fuck it. Yeah, describe your character.
Oh my god, my character in game or?
Yeah, for D&D. So this is gonna be a D&D kind of centered
Okay.
episode.
Oh, wow.
I was saying describe you.
So, all right.
You as a
If we're
person.
talking about me, my name is Elijah. I am a computer science major at San Diego State.
Nerd.
Like video games, like anime. Pretty much everyone else in the server, same deal. But in D&D, my character is a half elf. His name is Connor. He is taller than his brother, and he fights for his brother. So
He fights
yeah, that's kind of it.
Would you say that you're a simp for your brother?
Oh, I'm a simp for more than just my brother, but yes.
Let's go. All right.
No, that's the only right answer.
All right.
I'm just staring at Bashi, bro. He did an immaculate sandwich, bro.
Oh, bro, I just wish that sandwich was me, bro. I want you to.
Bro, why isn't it me?
I want you to.
Stater Brothers, bro.
I want you to swallow me after 3 chews. 3 chews.
Oh,
All right, let's see. I can do it in no choose.
This is the 3rd episode, guys.
that was 284. Come on.
Episode 284. We are an established podcast.
Oh, definitely. We could tell by the professionalism here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna open the floor up.
What podcast is-
Who wants to start? Oh, for context, about an hour ago, not even an hour, 30 minutes ago, we finished our first session of D&D. Carter and Hunter's mom were what's it called? DMing the game for us. This is our very first session for a lot of us, and especially our very first session as a friend group together. And so yeah, we just did it, and so now the floor is open. Talk about if someone wants to start the conversation, that'd be great.
Go ahead.
Can I
Wait,
just
about
say?
D&D, right?
Yeah, we're talking about D&D.
Bashi, you go first.
Can I just say? I love that all of us are in groups except Ricky. Ricky's the lone wolf.
Yeah. So the way that the story. Oh, so I do have the video recorded, but due to a permission from Jen, who is our DM, she asked not to release it yet. So I have it. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I have it. Yeah. So would you like to explain those clicks a little bit, Bashi? That we're all in.
Just explain the groups.
Yeah.
So you have the elves and Darius, who's basically Carter, Elijah,
Elves, the lovers, and Darius.
The elves and
Yeah.
the elves and me.
and then you have the lovers, which are Rachel and Sky, and then you have the
What do you even call you two? The Stooges?
Warriors.
The Stooges, man.
Yeah, just,
Student, no, that's perfect.
It's so appropriate.
That's perfect.
you know what's funny? It's like we're war veterans,
The
but like,
war-torn clown horn.
our height is like.
Yeah, so for context, Bashi is a, what are you?
I'm a dwarf.
And what's his name? Trenton is an ASMR or ASMR. I like to say ASMR. I like to say ASMR. But yeah, Bashi, how tall are you?
4'2".
And Trent's like 6'2", I think. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, Trent's huge.
That's
Yeah,
so
Trent's like
He's huge.
But the
Trent's
funny
a biggie.
thing is, Ricky didn't submit a backstory for Jen to DM with, and so he woke up with amnesia, not knowing who he is or where he is, and because of that, he's not actually introduced part of a group. Ricky, can you tell us how you were actually introduced to the storyline?
So I would just introduce like I just ran it like out of nowhere. So like imagine this, like you're at like at a I don't know, a pub, or at a bar or whatever.
Yeah, we were
some
at
shit
an
like that.
inn.
Or at an inn, yeah. And then basically like what happened, like a group of like drunk like hyper people just were like bullying this motherfucker. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then so he like fell to like the ground or whatever, and I was like part of it, but not really. I was just like off in the corner, just not even like, because everyone else was enjoying it except me. I was just there like watching like what's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's this going on?
Yeah.
But my character's kind of badass, so I have a katana. That shit.
Yeah,
and
but he
daggers.
only used it
He didn't even do
once. Yeah, he
anything.
didn't even
Like,
use
why,
anything.
why would I want to get close?
You
I don't want to
stayed
get close.
behind.
Yeah,
the
as
action.
character, I do not want to know what to do, because why the fuck do I have a katana out of nowhere after I just woke up?
That's true.
That's true.
That's a good point. You actually made a great point.
Exactly.
I'm going to talk about how Carter, Elijah, and I are introduced. So Carter is a half elf, right? Elijah is Carter's brother. If you guys want to talk about a little bit, like, you know how Jen told us to introduce ourselves, would you like to introduce just like a quick rundown of your characters real fast?
Are you first or me
sure.
first?
I'll go first.
Alright.
I am a 5'10", half elf boy, warlock, who sold his soul to the devil in promises of knowledge and power.
Nice, great.
So
Very cool.
yeah,
And that's actually part of the reason why we're in our starting town. Carter is trying to find
Starting town
knowledge.
Fondling.
Fondling these nuts.
yeah.
Carter,
Gentlemen,
what
have
is your character's name?
fun. My name is Elshin.
Elijah, would you like to?
E-L. Excited.
Excited.
Of course. So, my character's name is Connor, as I said before. He is a 6'2", 6'3" half elf who all he wants to do is he wants to get stronger. And because of a previous assassination attempt on my brother, I am here to protect him
Mhm.
on his pursuit of knowledge. So that's why I'm here on this adventure.
Speaking of that assassination attempt, I am the one assassinating Elshin. My character's name is Ikazin. My race within the world is an Air Ganassi. I'm pretty much myself. I'm 6'6", kind of slender. I'm not wearing a shirt, which is something I kind of just said in the description mode. And I was sent out to kill Elshin, and I did not because I like the guy. But because I tried to kill him, me and Connor, well, Connor doesn't like me. I'm trying to be nice to Connor because this is my best friend's brother, but he hates me, which is, completely valid. And then so next we have
shrimp.
shrimp.
From Popeyes.
Ew,
Bro,
what are you doing?
No, the shrimp from Popeyes is actually
No,
goated.
no, but he picked it up, bro. It looked like he just grabbed
No,
it
he
out
just
of a
pulled it
drawer.
out of frame, yeah.
It's like it's in
He
his
just has
dresser,
pocket shrimp.
but it's not even the pocket of the pants he's
pocket
wearing.
ravioli.
It's the pocket of pants that are in the dresser. He's like,
Okay,
"Oh."
okay.
No,
That's
on
not
the
even the
ground.
worst part. Can we just talk about how bad she's drinking Dr. Shasta?
Bro,
Hey.
what is wrong with
Yo,
Dr. Shasta,
drink
bro? Look
that.
at
Yo,
this, look at
wait,
this.
respect Dr.
Good,
Shasta, bro.
Hey,
No, for real.
I've never had Dr.
Wait, is that
Bro.
the cherry
before,
flavor?
but
Bro, it's the
Hey.
it's the
Cherry
black
Shasta.
cherry, bro.
if you
Yo,
can't,
okay. pretty good though.
if you can't appreciate a good old Shasta, whether it's a Dr. Shasta, Shasta Cola, you know, you don't like deserve, you know, the
Any
name
soda.
brands exactly.
Like, bro, like,
What?
come on, bro. Some of us can't afford name brands. Bro.
Some of us struggling out here.
The RC Cola. Now
RC, bro, no,
that's
Mister.
special.
RC Cola is a Filipino brand, my guy.
You can't.
I thought
okay.
you hated Filipinos, Ricky. What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are
Ricky.
you
I
doing,
love
Ricky? I
Filipinos.
thought you were anti-Filipino.
Down there,
And then Bestie, why do you
One up
hate your
here, one this way.
besties?
This way, you're not even pointing at
Pointed
anyone.
no one.
This
He
way.
said, "There's one over here."
The other way, other way.
Other way.
Well, in my squeeze this way, I see
Oh.
2 in a
No,
row.
well, for us, it's
And
the
then
other
you're
way.
up here. And then there's one.
Okay,
there's one-
Yeah, I see
but
Rachel
your
above you.
perspective
Bro,
is
I
irrelevant.
got a
You-
white one.
you and
I'm
Bass-
above you.
A tall
I'm
one.
tall.
I got
We got
a Filipino
Alright.
one
One up
next to
there.
me.
You and Bassie
We got
are
a-
the
we got a
only
Ricky right there.
non-Filipinos in this call.
And
I
Yeah,
think.
we're both on the Concord side.
The Concord side. Okay, fine. Yeah, we will share our Concordness by the Spanish.
Wait, hold on. I'll be right. I gotta go take a piss.
All
But
right.
you-
Have fun.
While Ricky's leaking,
All right.
Oh,
Do you want
while Ricky's
to have
leaking,
Rachel explain?
yeah, I'm gonna have Rachel go, and then Rachel, if you can, also talk about Sky. Sky couldn't make it today.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
Following up for
my
everyone.
character is a bard. She is a high elf. She's a full-bred elf. She's fair. She's like 5. She's 5'5", and she's, like I said, a bard. So her main instrument is a lyre. So with Elijah, Carter, and Darius's characters, when they go into this, like, what's it called? I don't know, pub. This
Tavern
pub
in.
The inn.
tavern in the inn. I am the bard performing in there, and singing about, you know,
Something.
travelers who look for lost treasure, and that's what the song that my character is singing about. And for Sky's character, her name is Nafti. I forgot to say, my character's name Yawara. So Sky's name is Nafti. She is a tiefling with the dark red skin, horns like rams, with a gold cuff on one of them. She stands, I think, at 5'8", and she has a very, like, intimidating, serious look that, you know, completely contrasts my character,
Mhm.
which was both of our intent. Our relationship together is our childhood friends, lifelong friends who travel to Phandalin to seek for job opportunities.
Great.
And yeah.
And it's become a pretty like canonized thing within our world that you and Sky have what sort of relationship?
We kind of have like I don't even know what it's kind of romantic, but it's kind of like to rub it onto other people.
Oh, like you are in real life.
Oh
We,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
make
like
it
real
known.
life. Yeah, exactly.
like how we are like on Discord. We let that out into our characters and how flirtatious we are with each other
Mhm.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
I can only imagine how that went.
Oh yeah, no.
Amazing.
We'll go
It
over
was
some other
funny.
things that happened, but yeah, it was pretty funny. But speaking of funny, I definitely do think the highlight of our laughs were the duo between Bashi and Trenton. Funny enough, side note, Trent did say he wanted to be in the next week's podcast. He wanted to be in this one actually, but he said he got tired. So, Bashi, if you could introduce yourself to the cast and also do the honor of talking about Trenton.
So, yeah, I took a bite as soon as you introduced me. But I'm basically a dwarf that fought in a war and came back to what is it? What's the land called again?
Fondling these balls.
Phandalin?
Phandalin.
Fondle.
We came back to Phandalin to defend the town and just like have a nice place to stay,
Uh-huh.
to like retire at,
Yeah.
live the life he should have been living. And Trent's character is more of how do you even explain Trent's character? Like,
He's like a
Well,
himbo.
no, he's okay. Yeah, actually, the way Trent portrayed
Yeah,
him,
he's a himbo.
he's like a himbo. But
He's like a himbo.
specifically speaking, Trent said that he was on vacation to see like you, I guess you guys were friends in the past, but he's on vacation from like a military conquest. And he just thought the best way to spend his vacation time was with you, and that's why when we're introduced to Bashi and Trenton, they are hanging out together at the inn.
Yeah, so we're at the inn. We're kind of just chilling at an interview. Like, I'd say we became friends over like having like. I guess we must have like gone to war or something. There's no way we just like met. I don't know. I'll have to discuss that further with him, but we're good friends. And then he's more like a funny type. He's like one of those rich people who he's like one of those rich people who feel like they have like authority and can do whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm more like, I'm trying to like just get a personality for my character, but I think my character is mostly just gonna be about like either it's probably just gonna be like putting Trent in his place.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a great
keeping him in line
dynamic between you two. Like it already kind of naturally came out today. But yeah, I feel like you guys could really make that super funny. That's another like point that I want to get better at, because I feel like I was playing too much of myself. Someone who just talks a lot and is very open to like seeing new people all the time. But in my character sheet, I'm supposed to be a little bit more intimidating, a little bit more hard to trust of newer people, except women. My character in D&D is extremely flirtatious. I actually tried to flirt with both Nafti and Yoara because of Nafti's kind of like cold, killerist kind of vibe. I kind of got shut down immediately, but I tried to make the move on Yoara, and then I realized those two were a thing, and so never really worked out. But I think I'm gonna definitely work that into future quests that we end up doing. Hunter was sadly not part of our session today. So this is all this is all of us like telling you actually. Let's just Hunter, we're telling you about our day, all right? Before we start talking about our D&D characters day, all of us, what we all did, let's talk about in real life Hunter.
In real life Hunter?
Yeah, what'd you do today, dude?
In the day in the life of Hunter.
Yeah, day in the life of Hunter.
What happens?
Okay, so what did I do? I woke up, or more so I was woken up by a very rude person. And Bashi should stop. I proceed with my day. I got these glasses.
Hey, looking fresh. Keeping the eyes fresh with the blue blocks.
You look good today, King.
Hey, manifest that we get sponsored by a blue blocker company.
No, these are Ray-Bans.
We ain't getting sponsored by anything.
No, we're gonna get sponsored. No, with that attitude, Elijah.
Can we get?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's get Taco Bell to sponsor us.
No, let's get the Shasta company to sponsor us. Come on now.
You got Ray-Bans?
You get Dr. Pepper, bro.
No. What's a Great Tato podcast without a Shasta Cola? You know, that's gonna be our ad read, pretty much.
Shasta, if you're not gonna sponsor
a Tato server without the Baja Blast.
Without the Baja Blast.
Dude, honestly,
Mr. Shasta.
Let Hunter talk.
Okay, so
sponsor me.
Darius, am I fine to talk about the project?
Well, I guess
No.
the secret's out because what Hunter's referring to is a surprise for my girlfriend's birthday. But I already spoiled the thing for my girlfriend because I wanted.
oh my god!
But it's because I've had talks with this about this with her before, but pretty much the reason why I brought it up is because the surprise for my girlfriend is a song. New Nova Nobi music coming soon.
New Nova Nobi music.
Nova Nobi.
But it's going to be released on her birthday, which is January 31st. It is a song, or at least my part of the song is going to be about her going on tour. For everyone who follows me on Instagram or at least like talks to me in some sort of way, they know about that. But my girlfriend's going on tour. And I'm already kind of predicting I'm gonna miss her a lot while she's gone. And so the premise of the song is like, hey, we have a ton of distance in between us right now, but don't worry, we'll be able to close that distance pretty soon, and we'll what's it called? We'll see each other and be lovebirds again. And while I was working on that song this morning, Hunter is like, when are you gonna put me on a song? And I was like, Hunter, I got this project. I know you're gonna like it. It's for my girlfriend. But so I had to ask my girlfriend, like, hey, is it okay if like it's for you, but does it lessen the gift value if I put Hunter on it? She said it was completely okay. So Hunter, you better come with the bars. Okay.
Third wheel in the song. That's actually
Third wheel in a song.
Hunter's
that's
a new level.
different.
Hunter's
Yeah.
reached a new version of Wingman where it's not live. It's recorded in a musical MP3 format, and that's how he's gonna help me get the
Not
girl.
MP4.
Yeah, man. But the verse I'm writing, it's also pretty for me. Well, for me.
Just pretty.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
That's a sexy ass verse.
Not
I know.
not pretty like that, but like it's for
Someone personal. Yeah, it's personal to you.
Personal.
it's personal to me.
Hey man, that's kind of music. What else did you do today? What'd you do while we were D&Ding, nerding it up?
What was I doing? I was talking to a friend, and or in Bashi's eyes, a quote friend.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, nah.
Point is he's fucking bitch.
Hunter, bro,
Mad
you
respect,
see,
mad respect.
for people watching the YouTube video, you see the jawline, the new Ray-Bans, you see the bleached
hair.
tips,
The headset,
Bro,
the chair.
the chair,
6 consoles.
6 consoles,
No, cam.
Cat trees.
I'm sure Hunter's gamer chair smells like absolute Old Spice commercials.
When you probably do when you fart.
Let me get
like
the Old
flowers.
Spice. Nah,
Crazy.
Nah,
we're gonna get sponsored by Old Spice. That's the next thing.
Hey, bro.
Gillette, bro. I want there to form a Gillette song like Doctor Disrespect, bro.
Gillette
That
song?
shit would be different.
All right.
different.
Let me give you 2 bars based off of Gillette. All right, bars sharp like the razors from Gillette.
Oh,
This new shave job I got all the girls wet. Fucking bars.
Hate the player, hate the game.
And it's Chelly. Yeah, it's Chelly and Hunter simultaneously beatboxing, but they're both completely offbeat. So you have me trying to catch the kicks and snares of each, and then you just get Bashy in the back,
Like
screaming some NBA YoungBoy lyrics. He said, "I got bad in it, I got."
Like that.
We have Carter just singing like theater music over me while I'm trying to rap my Gillette sponsorship.
Hamilton.
No, that's Bashy, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't do that, bro.
I was
He said,
meant
I don't
to
wanna
be
do
yours.
that.
From Heather?
He said.
I'll be
Elisha,
back.
actually, that's a great question. While
What
Rachel
about
is
Heather?
back, we're gonna wait for Rachel before we get into it. But Elisha, you ever have any experience with like theater shit?
My bad. My fucking.
Not too
Headset
much.
You're good. You're good.
Theater. I've seen Hamilton on Disney Plus, and then
Let's
I've-
go.
That's about it. I've listened to Dear Evan Hansen, the soundtrack.
Movie or Broadway?
Broadway.
Good.
Nice.
It was before the movie came out.
Good.
He said,
Thank
Veronica,
Jesus.
open the door, please, Veronica.
Veronica.
I would have like
Veronica,
I would have
cannot
like
fight.
legally
Is-
tried to change my birthday.
Bashy's
if you
kind of
said
like
movie.
Oh my
exposing himself right now as a theater nerd.
Nah, dude. All I'm saying is that song is a banger. It's absolutely a banger.
It is a
Ricky,
banger.
you good? You're holding your chest like.
He's hot, bro. He's hot.
Oh,
Listen to music.
Man's just had a heart
no, bro. I thought.
attack.
I thought Ricky I thought the soda got into you and it was making your.
said, "Oh."
No, bro, I just inhaled chocolate milk powder.
Let's see. I guess I don't know. Rachel is gone at the moment, but I definitely want to
Carter and Ricky are in demon mode though. Look at that.
I know, all red.
Dude, I want LEDs in my room.
What is
Hold on, let me
the?
change it.
Oh, actually, hon. I hate changing the colors of my LEDs. Actually, it's purple for life. Purple gang.
Yo, just I was just thinking of this while I was pouring out my chocolate milk earlier.
Uh-huh.
Y'all do the powder or the syrup?
I feel like the syrup's more for like if you're eating vanilla ice cream like a sundae.
I actually
I think
watched
the syrup is more for rich people.
No, I wouldn't say
Wait,
that.
for what though?
Or
For chocolate milk.
chocolate
For chocolate
milk.
milk. Yeah.
powder or syrup?
That's a good question.
No, because
Powder.
like the
No,
only
Mexican powdered chocolate milk hits different.
the
That
only
will say
powder.
true.
Well, because I've never experienced that, but the only powder that
Yeah,
I
no,
could
no.
think of is Swiss Miss. And Swiss Miss,
chocolate milk?
yeah, like hot
Hot
chocolate.
chocolate, bro.
Swiss Miss hot chocolate. That's the only
That's
like.
not chocolate milk. Those
Well,
are
but-
different.
But that's like the only like
Dude.
powdered chocolate that I can think of. And I watched a YouTube
You've never
video.
had Nesquik?
Well, Nesquik, the only Nesquik that I've had was like those
The
bottles
bottles.
that are already
Mhm.
like chocolate milk, you know? Not the separated. If I'm gonna buy fucking Nesquik, like why would I buy them separated? That's just more work. It's capitalism for a reason. I'm gonna get both combined already. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Strawberry milk though? Like,
Strawberry milk's the
Ooh.
banger.
Oh.
It is actually the slapper, alright? And anyone that doesn't like strawberry milk is an immediate red flag and deserves to get kicked off a cliff. Okay.
okay,
Strawberry-
that's Rachel. She doesn't like strawberry milk.
Rachel, you know what? I just got a vision. How
Damn,
many
you're under the
how many of
bus.
you guys watched Phineas and Ferb?
Pretty sure we all have.
Okay, good. Do you know the fucking like t-shirt thing at the top of the mountains? It's like a green and white like t-shirt. I don't know. Or
She
you
goes
guys-
like, "Gang, gang, gang,
yeah,
gang."
that one. Yes, that one. You go like,
I know what it is now.
that's Rachel to me.
That's fucked up. That's funny.
Hey, Rachel's not here. Rachel's not here. Let's continue the berate. Rachel, the type of girl. Nah.
Dude, wait. Carter's in a disco, bro.
What? What is he doing?
No, it's the fact that his quality is so crunchy that it's
Yeah, that's
Dude,
pretty good.
literally, Carter looks like an 80s music video that's just like swimming in cocaine. Like,
Can we acknowledge he actually has a shirt on this time?
oh, Carter with the no shoulders.
Bro,
Hey!
Oh, okay.
bro, if Carter was born, well, not born, but let's say
It's
if
okay, I've done
like,
worse.
Carter would have definitely gotten like HIV in the 80s, 100%.
Dude, can we say that? hey, Carter, no diss, but you definitely would have gotten AIDS. That's
What
what
is that? What is that?
That's what Ricky just said, bro.
What did I just come back to?
Ricky pretty much just said, Carter,
Spider! Hold on.
Carter, you were born in the wrong generation, bro. You definitely deserve AIDS, bro. No, I'm not speaking.
Why
that.
would I have gotten AIDS?
I don't know. Ask Ricky, bro. Ricky said that shit.
Nah, bro,
I
you
said-
watch.
I think
You
it's
love
your
Rent.
style. You
It's just my
Oh
style to
yeah.
get HIV.
AIDS has a fashion sense. Oh, you got
No,
canes.
no, yeah.
Have y'all
Yo,
seen
Kane?
Rent?
Yo.
I got
Oh, the
canes.
canes.
My two friends, and like other people, they drove all the way to Manteca. But it's like 2 hours away to get this.
That's so ass. Why?
It's-
Canes?
yeah,
Because
why?
Because
It's
we don't
going
have
to be
it up
soggy.
here.
No, Canes
It's
is
going to
like
be
Yeah,
soggy.
yeah, Canes is like a 20-minute max. Like I had a conversation with this about my teacher, but if you're waiting 2 hours for fucking Canes, dude,
Okay, first of all,
I'm gonna go ahead, Legend.
the sauce is immaculate. It makes everything that you dip in it freaking amazing. So
Even
I
the
think
toast,
it's worth
even the toast.
even the toast. Dip the toast in the sauce. It's perfect.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's worth the 2 hour drive.
I actually completely disagree with you.
I disagree with that too.
Yeah, because Cane's sauce. So, okay, unpopular opinion, but Cane's sauce is the same as Chick-fil-A sauce,
I agree.
which is
I
the
agree.
same
I
as
agree.
like every single like Californian like Thousand Island sauce.
Like the
Okay,
secret sauce,
Yeah.
yeah. So you saying Cane's sauce is like the fucking benefactor for Cane's is actual cap. The best thing about Cane's, the actual
spitting
best
right
thing
now.
about Cane's is its bread. Okay.
That is so wrong. But
Cane's'
whatever.
bread is
Continue.
fire,
No,
but I'm not
incorrect.
waiting
It's
2
correct.
hours for Cane's bread.
This is my first time having canes.
And what
Are
do
you
you
enjoying
Yeah,
it?
what are you enjoying it,
Ever
Rachel?
spoken.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How's the first impression? How's the first
He said
impression?
mid.
I mean,
He said 2 hours for
not
mid.
like It's not like overly like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever, but it's good. You know,
Well,
it's good.
think-
but I wish it'd be
It's
worth it
definitely
if it was
overhyped.
closer.
Yeah, it'd probably be fresher,
Yes.
better
If it was
fresher.
closer, it'd be better.
Yeah.
I will say this though, because I did have canes for the first time yesterday, and it's good, but definitely overhyped by motherfucker on Snapchat being like, "Oh my god, canes!"
But it's the
Like,
canes that
they-
just
they
opened up
so
in Asperia,
fine.
right?
No,
I
I've
went to
seen
that
like
one.
Snapchat stories of people going to canes like every day, so I don't know.
Rough. You were saying,
Yeah,
and they're
Bessie?
like,
Well,
Bessie
that's
was-
how I feel about Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros so overhyped. I think.
What? I
But-
think,
I think it's good.
I think it's good. It's
I
pretty good.
Wait.
fucking love the banana cream pie.
I think it's really good.
yo,
I've never had Dutch
I-
Bros. They don't
I have
have
a-
it
Yeah, I've
here.
never had Dutch Bros either.
I have a fun little story. When I went to Dutch Bros last time. So
Excuse me.
we
Bless
went through
you.
the drive-through, and the guy who like gave us the coffee or whatever, he was like, "Oh yeah, so like yesterday or whatever, there's this lady that came in from Malibu just for this Dutch Bros coffee."
But that's an L. That's an L. You're in Malibu, bro. Go to like
Wait.
some hipster coffee shop that's in Malibu. That's like $40. Like,
Wait,
it's already the
are you
same
talking
for
about the one on
gas.
Pier Hunter? The one you
No,
No, they opened
Eastville.
in Dutch Bros in Eastville. Yeah. So
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like in this general vicinity, the only one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but so
Oh no. If you're gonna finish.
oh yeah, so he was like, "Oh yeah, so this lady, she came in for to get some Dutch Bros because she was like, "Oh, I live in Malibu and they don't have any." And apparently all she got one small coffee and left.
That's an L. It's an L.
That's just rich people problems.
But
at
here-
that point.
Honestly,
But here
I have the
is
money. I have the gas money.
here's something that I don't like about Dutch Bros, especially at least okay. So the only Dutch Bros that I've been to is the one in Apple Valley, right?
Yeah.
I do appreciate them like when you're in the drive-through and there's a lot of space, like between you and the person in front of you. Like, hey, take a walk with me. How about you take a walk?
Oh,
A quick little stroll.
They're really nice. Everyone who works at Dutch Bros is like the same. Okay, not not mean way. Not like calling down for it, but like they're all genuinely like really good like people who like.
But hold on.
NPCs.
But the worst fucking thing about Dutch Bros is when it comes to the payment time and you put in your card and like you're saying, "Oh, thank you so much." They're like, "Would you like to add a tip?" Right? And not only do they ask you that question, they don't let you select it yourself. You have to physically point at the one and they're going to tap it for you. So the judgment of going to a Dutch Bros line, paying for like an $8 drink for two people, so $4 each, right? And being like, "Oh, you want a tip?" If you say no, you're an asshole, right? Especially because you're
You're saying it in front of their faces.
yeah, exactly, because you're doing it in front of their faces. And the other thing is, that guy is the same age as me, right? And I know that like if I was the person that was doing that, I wouldn't judge the person, but I would be like, "Damn, no
Bro,
tip."
damn.
Like, okay, maybe I would judge the person. What the fuck, bro? It's you paid $8. 15% of $8 is like $1, bro. You
Okay,
can't
the
give me
same-
Why
another
does Carter
dollar.
have a belt?
Carter always has a belt.
That's true. But the same thing could be like said for like DoorDash for people who like gives you the food
Uh-huh.
because like it gives you an option to be like you want a tip and then like for like and like default is like $7 for a tip. I'm like what the fuck? No, I
But-
put like $2 and $1, bro.
First of all, I don't know what fucking DoorDash you're doing. $7, bro. Default for me is $3. Second of all, you're not doing it in front of their face.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck
But-
if Devontae is getting a $2. if Devontae is getting a $2 tip, I'm not saying that in front of his face. He's getting this fucking $2 and he can't say anything about it.
That's true.
If Sarah from Dutch Bros asks me for a 15% tip and I say no, she's definitely going home and voodoo stabbing me. You know
And
what I'm
there's
saying?
definitely
Like,
someone named Sarah in the Dutch Bros. Up
oh
here.
yeah, for sure.
100%.
100% Sarah.
I'm not gonna
Um,
lie. Depending on the place, I usually like tip pretty well.
Well, Bashi works good hours.
It really depends on the place. for
Working
me,
in
like-
customer service really like humbles you, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it really-
I feel like
it
I have
really
to
does.
tip all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I
feel-
mean, no. That's why. Like, I actually feel worse when I say no tip.
like,
I do say no tip, but
At first, I was always like, "What's the point of tipping?" And then I worked in customer service, and it's like, dude, it's like these people deserve a tip. Like they go through hell and back sometimes.
It's crazy because like
I don't even get the option.
I
for fucking
I think
sorry.
in Japan like you can't tip. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
It's
they don't.
disrespectful
They don't
if
like.
you
They don't
give
like
them a tip.
tips.
that's for a lot of places. Anywhere other than America, from what I understand, is UK, France, from what my brother told me, and the Philippines. You don't tip.
Well, like another
Yeah,
thing is
yeah.
like America's like the only place that like underpays their staff
Yeah.
in expectance of the tip. You know what I
Damn.
mean?
Yeah.
Weird fact, but it's crazy how like a lot of people like the U.S. because you get free refills. You don't get that anywhere else in the world.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Well,
you,
US
That's
is
one
the
thing
only-
Because
among
Only
the
in certain
America's
places
problems
get free
that our country
refills.
has.
yeah, that bro, free refills, student debt, and racism. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say America's just like so cool because of free
No,
refills.
I know,
man.
but I do hear from people who
Racism.
have like traveled to the US for the first time. They do be like, "Yo, like free refills, and they go to fucking McDonald's." Like, what the fuck?
Bro, that
You know
reminds
what
me.
I mean?
I don't know who I was talking to. Maybe I was talking to Mr. Sawyer. Shout out Mr. Sawyer. I love the guy. I was talking to someone, but he was like, "Yeah, people in Europe really don't understand how big America is." I had a friend. I'm speaking as him. Okay, so I had a friend who was visiting me in California, and he asked me, "Do you think if we woke up really early, we could make it to New York City in a couple hours?" Just driving.
Yeah.
Do you think we could drive to New York City in a
Mm.
couple hours?
Mhm.
And obviously you can't. But people in Europe, at least because they're countries, bitch little shit countries that are like super small,
All together.
that you could fit like 100 of in America. You could be in multiple countries within a day of driving. A day of driving won't even get you halfway through America, probably, right?
No.
I think
Yeah.
18 hours to
that is-
Texas
that
is what I experienced.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
even
but
have to
like,
stop.
but like realistically, like you'd be driving like 12 hours if you would stop for like hotels or whatever to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
like,
Like you
The
said though,
Veta
like
or-
each...
oh no,
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No,
You
you
go.
No,
Okay,
no,
someone
you
go.
No,
No,
you go.
you-
Someone go.
Okay. Anyway,
Each state is
Oh
the size of the country.
my
All right, Carter. Finish your
Okay,
thought,
yeah, Carter, go.
No, I was gonna say because each state is the size of a country, and then what they would consider states are counties for us,
Yeah.
and like or districts, I guess. And so like I don't blame them
Yeah,
for
but
thinking.
especially, but if you don't know that, right, and your only experience is America, hearing, "Oh, can you drive from here to New York City in a couple hours?" is just so funny.
Mhm.
Ricky, you had thoughts.
no, I was just gonna say like 12 hours will probably get you like New Mexico or like Arizona or some shit.
I
I mean,
Oh,
from
man.
California?
Straight
Yeah, from
driving, I got to
California.
Texas.
I think-
I got
think you
into
can get to
Texas
Arizona a little bit quicker than that.
within
Yeah,
a
like-
day.
In my
Okay, they
experience,
definitely pass. Like,
New Mexico,
Mexico.
maybe, yeah.
in my experience, like California, Arizona, from where I'm at, probably like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Something
about
like
right. Yeah.
that's true.
Okay, Rachel's back. So we're gonna get into this. Okay.
But
Yeah.
moral of the story, if you can't tip, it's okay, but just know a tip is always appreciated. It doesn't matter how little, how big.
And don't be rude to people who are working.
What he said.
Please.
Yeah,
Okay?
Don't.
please.
Holy
They don't owe you
dude.
shit.
We-
Please.
My
They don't owe
God.
you shit. They're just there to make money. And you guys
Yeah.
do the same thing probably in the past. Shut the
Right.
fuck up and be respectful to them.
Please.
Dude,
be respectful.
I used to work at Uncle Tetsu, and
which
like
is a what?
it's a Japanese cheesecake place.
Mhm.
I used to work there. My original job was to be a baking assistant, so I would just do, prep all the stuff. And then I promoted to like actually baking the nighttime cakes, the bass cakes, which are like more regular cheesecake style. And then soon, at that point, like your goal is to know how to do every single job. So I would do oven, I would do assistant, I would do actual baking, I would do prepping, and then I would do cashier. And so whenever I got to the cashier, you're supposed to serve the cheesecakes when they're cooled down, because that's how it's supposed to be, not
Yeah.
fresh out of the oven. That's how you eat these cakes. And so I would get a lot of people like, "Can I get one fresh out of the oven?" And then I would go up to like the people who have worked there
Yeah.
more than me, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "What do I do? Like, I know we're not supposed to do this." And they would tell me like, "Oh, just feel the bottom and make them think that you're trying to find for the warmest one and look for the coolest one, and then pack it open, and then you just give it
Wow.
to them." And I was like, "Okay." And then but I haven't dealt with anyone annoying. But then, they have a lot of questions, and like our store specifically does not do tips. We don't do tips, which kind of sucks. But there's a lot of customer service in food, and which I know like a lot of you have experience with food customer service.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's keep this conversation naturally flowing. For the people who have worked with people, tell us something, tell us a story about handling customers.
So we were doing.
We'll go back
I was cleaning our kitchen, and we had. She was like around the same grade as me. We had her working drive-through, and someone in drive-through okay, when you go through drive-through, I want you to know the mic is really loud for us, and it's very sensitive, so we can hear you. Okay, you don't have to yell at us.
Yo, what do you want?
Hey, what do you want? Oh wait, okay. Headphone warning. Bashi, can you say welcome? Whatever. What do you want?
Hi, thank you for choosing Jack in the Box. What can we get for you today?
Can I get a motherfucking
Is that accurate?
Teriyaki bowls, please.
I want a cheesecake fresh out the oven.
I don't think he heard you. Can you say it louder? You're really far from the mic. Can I get?
I think you need to lean in a little bit more. I
don't think the mic is that much in your throat yet. You need it.
I think if Rachel said anything, her mic cut out entirely.
Her mic says, "I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done with this shit. Ain't no way."
Or when you miss you miss an item, they come back around the drive-through.
Can I get something free? They read your name tag on the way out, so they come back in. Yeah, so Sebastian didn't say you're welcome. And the person who took my order, what, John? Fuck that guy. Oh my god. Bashi's like, sir, we can hear you. Actually, everyone in the room can hear you. And then the guy's like, what?
Oh my god, dude.
It took us 40 minutes, but hey, we're laughing, boys. We're laughing.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Alright, yeah.
It's like an old lady huh? What'd you say, honey?
It's just me talking to my grandma. Grandma, why? Grandma, why? No. That's no. Combine the two. Combine the two. Go ahead. Open the line, Bashi.
Hi, thank you for choosing Jack in the Box. What can we get for you today?
Huh? Bashi? It's just like
what do you say?
It's just my grandma. It's just my grandma in the
Bro.
Oh my god.
Oi, Dios.
She's like,
Except he's not fucking loud enough.
she's like, it's not fucking loud. It's not.
I'm not going to tip. They yell at me. Why they yell?
Hey, why they yell at me? And I'm like, Grandma, it's because you can't hear them. What? Exactly.
There's my point.
Oh, my face hurts.
Grandma, we love you.
Grandma, I love you, but you're not pulling up to the drive-thru, bro.
Grandma, potatoes love you.
Oh my
Especially
god.
Shout out to all
me.
grandmas. Shout out to all grandmas.
Shout out all grandmas everywhere.
Shout out to all grandmas.
We just spent the
love
last
you.
3 minutes flaming, last 30 seconds flaming my grandma. So just, Grandma, Carter, Hunter, and I, we love you so much. All these potatoes. Okay, we love you
We
too.
love you too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Fuck,
Yeah, so
dude, that got me. Holy shit.
we can
Dude, that was so funny.
we can hear you. You don't. Please don't yell at us. But she yelled and like, I was right next to the speaker because there's a trash can right next to it. And dude, when I tell you my ear was ringing, bro, like she was like, "Good morning," and like the whole store was like, "Why is she yelling?" And our drive-through, she was like, "Good morning," and she was like, "You don't sound like you're having a good morning." And like everyone like looked at her and was like, "Don't say anything.
Don't
Like,
say I'm
take
not.
her order.
Just
Just
be
take
like-
her order and then you can move on." And
Yeah.
then late, like literally, like not even like half an hour later, someone like I guess like we got like I guess their order was wrong or something, and like she had to go up and like look at the receipt and be like, "Oh, sorry, like yeah, we'll fix that." But he was just yelling at her, dude, like full on like screaming, and like we were just like, "Dude, like we'll fix your order, like at like no
God.
charge, it's fine." And he was like, "You guys got my order wrong." He's like, "I'm late to do this." And it's like, bro, you chose to come to Jack in the Box, bro. Like it's
That's
like
true.
You ordered the teriyaki bowls.
yeah, bro. It's like,
It was your choice to
But-
get this rice.
yeah.
You gonna be nice. Like
So
Ours.
all I have to say is, don't scream. We
can
can
hear
definitely hear you.
no,
Like,
no, I'd be yelling though. I'd be like, can I get a grande sausage burrito, please? I'd be pretty loud.
They're in a box, but those shits are goated.
You know, I was like,
You don't have to tip. We understand some people are struggling out here, but if you guys ever do, like it makes our day. Trust, I promise you guys. And
Word.
God.
remember to always be respectful because we're always having a rough day.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Always be
It's
respectful.
it's always
They
a rough day at
don't-
Jack in the Box.
It's literally a new story.
Not
So,
a
like-
not a single good morning.
It's always
just
top of
'cause-
the morning, not
Oh
good
my
morning.
god, bro! Carter's always interrupting. That's the point.
All right, go,
Listen,
Ricky,
one
go.
final thing: if they miss an item and you turn around like the drive-through expecting something free, you don't deserve something free unless you're kind to them. If you're like, if you pull back around, being an asshole about it, where's my free item? You fucking messed up.
Yeah.
Where's my free? Nah.
Yeah.
Then,
Alright.
like,
You don't
no.
even mention
In
Yeah,
the-
well, you don't open with a free item, bruh.
Oh, yeah. In that same vein, though, please don't be weird to your service people. Like,
Oh,
I
say
work-
what you say what you do. Say what you do.
I work as an unspecified phone company. I work tech support, and I get calls every day.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
please don't be weird.
Uh-huh.
I've had, or me and my other coworkers have a big group chat where we talk about stories that of customers we get, and our female advisors really take the brunt of it. I'm really sorry. It sucks to be a girl these days, but there
These
are
days.
it sucks to be a girl. I'll just
In general.
sucks to be a girl. But our female advisors will get calls where we can screen share with your devices. We can see what you're looking at. People will pull up porn in front of our advisors and just like talk to our advisors, which is harassment. We have your address. We have your phone number. Please don't do that.
It's so bro, it is the same people calling into this unspecified like phone company's like support line, right? Are the same people that are like can't get a vaccine because they're putting a microchip in me. You know what I'm saying? And you're like very willingly giving up like your everything about yourself calling these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just owning a phone, you already gave up your
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
privacy.
Just owning a phone, being on the internet, like you're already giving out like way too much. So just like, you know what
We
I mean?
have your location. We have your account. Please don't be weird. Just, I can't stress that enough. We can't see you. We don't see you personally. We have all of the rest of your information. Just don't be a dick. Don't be an asshole.
Mhm.
Elijah, if you don't mind,
Spider-Man's real name is Peter Parker.
Elijah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna try and get a little bit more out of you. So if you remember a long time ago, I don't know if this is after you did streaks, but you did send it to us, or at least me.
Mhm.
And it was about a certain person that thought they knew more than you. If you would like to tell
Okay.
I
that
know what you're
story,
talking
All right.
yeah.
Oh,
So first of all, we spend to get trained in this technical support. We take 9 weeks. Right at the beginning, we train for I think it was 6 weeks, and then we get trained with a personal advisor for another 3 weeks. So we know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
This customer gets on the line and tells me, like, hey, I have a battery issue. Well, we'll go ahead and start with that. So I was like, okay, I have to run a diagnostics and I have to look into exactly what's taking up all the battery. And they're like, no, this is a battery issue. You need to replace it. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I need to follow through with my steps. I need to figure out what's wrong with the battery and try and troubleshoot a little bit further before we can continue. And he's like, no, you're going to replace my battery. And I just don't know what to do with this guy because he's just a little bit too much to deal with, in my opinion. So I'm like, okay, so if we run a diagnostics, then I can try and figure out a little bit more of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to replace your battery just yet. He's not under any sort of warranty, which would have been a thing to look for first. Yeah, for a free battery replacement, which is probably what he was going for. So, fuck, what happened? Can I pull up the story so I can reference?
I mean, actually, I was thinking about the time where someone got locked out of their phone and they kept telling you, like, oh, you need to do this to get into your phone or whatever. Like, you guys can see my password or whatever. I think there was like a moment where someone got locked out of their phone and they were trying to tell you how to get them in or whatever. But yeah, go ahead. Find this battery thing. While you're picking that up, I will say, like, mine, it's kind of hard to follow up Bashi's story with what we were all doing, but I work as practically a over authorized security guard at my campus. I go to UCI. The position is called a community service officer, and pretty much we're just students that work under the police department, and we work like security detail for things. And I was working security detail at this night for a study center that we have on campus. And this study center, this is actually one of my first couple months on the job. And yeah, so pretty much I was opening. So this was 5 p.m. It goes from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I was opening at 5 p.m. There's a line of people waiting, right?
Playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
The very first person. I open the door, I have it open, and I sit at the desk. And when you're at the desk, you're supposed to ask the person for two things. You're supposed to ask them for their student ID and their appointment confirmation, right? This person had neither, right? And so it's the first person. This person had neither. And I was like, sir, unfortunately, we do have a policy about appointments and a student ID. And he said, well, there's only 3 people in line. There's 1 million seats open. Can I just sit someplace? I'm almost sure I'm not going to get in the way of anyone. And I said, I'm sorry, but no, the rules are you have to make an appointment and you have to have your student ID. I mean, honestly, if he had a student ID, I'd probably just be like, fuck it, like, go. You know what I mean? But at least be a student, you know? Like, you got to prove you're a student and stuff. So he starts being like, fine, whatever, and he starts walking away. And as he's walking away, I said, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And he turns around and he flips me off and he says, yeah, fucking right, while he's walking away. And I'm like, hello, dude? What is that? What is that all about? Bro, tough shit. I told you not to study, fucking nerd. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, no. I mean, this guy was definitely like an older person. He was like a grad student. So he was probably going through some stress shit. But the second person is a girl, and he's like, she's like, I'm so sorry about him. I was like, oh, you know him? And she was like, no, but like, that was kind of messed up.
Like no one like deserves to go through that shit. Nonetheless, you know?
But yeah. To flip me off and be like, yeah, fucking right, bro. I'm sorry.
Be so mad over not studying.
Bro, people who work with me know that I'm not like the most disciplined, like by the book worker. You know, like I let some shit slide. You know, but at least have your student ID on you. You go to a school, bro. Have the ID on you.
You said,
or else it'd just be sus. It'd just be sus.
Yeah.
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 People,
Anyway.
yeah.
Elijah, were you able to get your...
I did find it.
Okay,
so
yeah,
I'll just go ahead and read off the story that you're talking about. And it says, fuck you to the person that forgot their passcode to their phone and is telling me that there's a way to retrieve their data before they need to reset it. If you know more than me about your phone than I do, then don't call in. Then they have the audacity to ask to speak to my manager as if that's going to change anything. So, a little bit of background on that. When you forget your passcode on your phone, there's nothing you can do to retrieve that data, and there's nothing that we can do to retrieve your data. And this person was very insistent on me trying to get the data off of their phone before they reset it. And it left bad marks on me because every time I escalate to a senior advisor or our managers, quote unquote, that like gets set on my record. It gets put on my like documents that, hey,
Damn.
this number is going up.
Bro,
So
unspecified company don't play around.
yeah, you can see like all of your numbers. So things like how long it takes you to finish a call, how long you take between calls, things like that. How many times you escalate to managers is another big one. How many surveys you get in is really helpful. So if you do get a survey from an unspecified phone company when you call in, please take it. It helps us a lot. For some people you get, or for, I believe if you're a tier 2, if you talk to a tier 2, they get commission off of it. So that's really good.
Nice.
So those help out and all of those numbers matter. But that bitch fucking fucked with my numbers, bro.
So it's kind of like a reputation.
Yeah, that's what it
Exactly.
sounds like. Yeah.
So every month we go meet up with our managers, our actual managers, and we talk about the numbers that we've put up for the last month. And if they're bad, your manager will tell you, hey, these are bad, fix these.
Mhm.
It's not that aggressive. My manager is really nice, but
These are bad.
that's pretty much what it feels like.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. But yeah, people suck. People are stupid. And
Yeah, no, I get.
customer service, please be nice to your customer service people.
Yeah, try your best at least.
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
I don't understand like how older generations were kind of conditioned to think like, fuck these people that work, customer service jobs, right?
Yeah.
Because at
Like, we're
least
just.
no, finish that thought.
I was just gonna say, like, we're just going by what we're instructed to do.
Yeah,
Like, we can't really go past what we're supposed to because we'll get in trouble, we'll get fired or whatever.
bro, genuinely,
But
like,
then
there to make money,
we
bro.
get in,
Yeah.
but then we get in trouble for it if the customer is mad about when we're following the book. In some occasions only.
yeah. But genuinely, there's a small percent of people that literally pull up to their job to not do their job, right?
I don't know.
Like, I am probably the worst person at my job, and I still try and do like my job. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I don't understand where like how older generations were like trying to think like, oh, these people are like our slaves, pretty much. Okay, enough
Sure.
talk about like minimum wage capitalism. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Actually, okay.
It was interesting.
Yeah, no, it was really funny too.
Mhm.
I'm going to do a quick recap.
Oh, I have mine in my car, Carter.
It's possibly. Oh, he's talking
Mine's
about
also in
a
there.
reversible squid plushie.
That's
You
so
all
cute.
know, you've all seen the Instagram ads, bro. I don't need to. What's it called? Yeah, so it's actually probably better that we went off on that tangent about.
You cut out.
You got out.
It's probably
Yeah.
better that we went off on that tangent about working class because this lets this recap be a little bit quicker. We're currently sitting at 58 minutes, so we have about 15 minutes to talk. I'm just going to do a quick recap. You guys can interject as much as you want, and then I'm going to talk about one thing that happened in the week, okay? So, quick recap. Ikazin, Connor, Elshin approached Fandolin from the north. Connor and... Actually, let me pull up the notes. It might be better if I pull up the notes.
They're
But
very vague.
it's okay. It'll just be talking points. Connor and Ikazin are only with Elshin because they kind of have this attachment to Elshin. Connor is Elshin's brother, and Ikazin is Elshin's best friend. And although Connor and Ikazin don't like each other, Connor doesn't like Ikazin. Ikazin tries to make it work. What the fuck are you laughing about?
What are you doing?
bro. I thought it was Rachel because saw her went to go reach for something, but I saw Carter drop it out of his mouth. And,
What?
He blew a harmonica.
Oh, okay.
Dude, this
that was-
crappy plastic harmonica. I mean, it's great. It doesn't work that well, though.
To
Okay, so
continue,
that didn't pick up on the mic, but I heard it through the wall.
to
That's even
continue,
better.
To continue, we meet up at this inn, or for some lunch, and in that inn, Timo and Tinethius. Timo is Bashi, Tinethius is Trenton. They're already inside the bar. It seems like they're talking to each other, just hanging out as buds, right? Also inside the inn are Yoara and Napti, Rachel and Sky. Rachel is literally currently playing a gig at that inn. Napti's just there to hang out with her wifey / bestie. And then Irene is there following Ikazin, Elshin, and Connor. Irene is Ricky. And he's there because he doesn't know what's going on. He thinks the three of us look pretty interesting, so he just follows us into this inn. He ends up drawing attention to himself because there's a loud crash where a bunch of glass and plates break, putting all the attention on this group, and that's where we all see Irene for the first time. Connor offers to buy a meal for Elshin, but not Ikazin, to much of Ikazin's dismay. They go up to the bar, they buy the cheapest meal they got, and it's fucking delicious. Ikazin moves up to the inn to steal a little bit of Elshin's food, and at the same time protect them from the upcoming Tinethius, because Tinethius wants an ale. He goes up to the bar and buys an ale. And now, in the beginning of the episode, we hinted about Trent and Bashi being stooges. So this is where it starts. Trenton drinks the ale, possibly buzzed, looks at Ikazin, this tall blue man, and throws his glass at him as hard as he can. He rolls a good number, right? He rolls a really good number. He just wants to throw it right at his head. And the reason why is because he just wants to get this tall man's attention. Tall man has good dexterity, rolls a beautiful number. Oh my god, mwah!
Oh my god.
Uses his spidey sense to dodge and then stares down Tinethius. Tinethius gets scared, says, "I like your height," and hides behind a 4-2 Timo. While this kind of conflict is brewing up, there are loud screams, guttural screams being heard from outside. And in order to just figure out what's going on, Irene is the first one to get out of the inn and see two wargs, which are like giant dog things, being mounted by 2 goblins each, surrounding 3 girls, a mother and 2 daughters. After what's her name? Irene. After Irene goes Elshin, because Elshin is the next person to have their curiosity spark, bringing along Connor and Ikazin, because Connor and Ikazin follow him everywhere. Next up, Timo is like, what the fuck was that? So Timo goes out, and because what's his face? Tinethius doesn't want to be alone, Tinethius goes out too. And because Napti heard female screams, Napti and Yoara are the last people to go out to check out what's happening. Now we are starting to get into our very first combat as a group. The first thing that happens is we roll initiative. No, the first thing that happens is Yoara tries to sing them to sleep. To much of like the surprise of the DM. I don't think Jen was expecting that to work as well as it did. But Yoara sings a beautiful song, puts the 2 people to sleep, and this comes 2 goblins to sleep, forcing them to dismount the warg. This comes after Ikazin notices there were 2 girls behind him, and Ikazin tries to flirt with both of them. Napti immediately rejecting him, and Yoara being scared as hell. And so Ikazin offers to protect Yoara. Napti steps in saying she doesn't need protection. That's when Yoara sleeps the 2 goblins. From then on, Timo, being from fondling these balls, goes up to the goblins because he feels it is his duty to protect the people of the town. He goes up, tries to swing at one of the goblins with an axe, and misses. To follow up, Tinethius is like, "Hey buddy, I'm here for you." Tries to slap a goblin, also misses.
Bro, we really are the 2 stooges.
Luckily, the goblins do fight back, but luckily the goblins miss. And so now we're at a stalemate. At this point, we have entered combat, and we all roll initiative. I'm gonna try and go through this as quickly as possible, but pretty much what happens is Tenitheus and Timo are both trying to attack these goblins, but they keep fucking up. Goblins are coming closer and closer, and one of them hits Timo for 3 hit points, while the other shoots Tenitheus for 5 hit points. Or
It's
I got
the other way around.
Okay,
Other way
the
around.
other way
Yeah,
around.
other way around.
Yeah, so Timo's practically dead. 5 hit points is like more than half of his health. And at this point, that's when Elshin, Connor, and Ikazin decide to step in. Connor being the first one, because of his initiative roll, he decides to shoot at the goblins closest to Timo and Tenitheus, lands the shot, does a shit ton of damage to them. Ikazin is next. Ikazin tries to do the same thing, shoot the other goblin, but he misses, much to Connor's delight. Connor rubs it in his face, blah, 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 blah. Elshin tries to do something. I forgot what you do. Do you remember what you do?
Thing, baby.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
and
that
then-
was the second turn.
okay, that's the next turn.
Oh,
I
was
think I'm pretty sure this first move was just him trying to get closer. Because
yeah.
So and then Yawara and Napti uses her turn to get closer to the people and start saying, "Hey, come over here. We have safety." While Yawara uses her magical, beautiful singing powers to buff Bashi or Timo. Next turn, Timo tries again to swing. Does not work. I'm pretty sure. But Tenitheus tries the whole slap thing again, slaps the absolute dog shit out of him, and he insta dies. I think Timo said something possibly racist there. Not Timo. Tenitheus said something possibly stupid there.
Possibly stupid.
Yeah.
Racist.
And then after that, I shoot a shot, I get a kill, and that's actually the first kill. So maybe I got Trent slap in the wrong order, but I got the first kill. Ikazin got the first kill with the bow, shooting a goblin down. Goblins are pretty much dead. Some goblins are running around. We eventually get the people to safety. Elshin, Carter's character, decides to do a David and Goliath and decks a person with a slingshot in the head, or a goblin in the head. And all this is going on where we're all trying to learn the combat system, and you can just see us getting more used to it as the rounds go by. I think we did like 4 or so rounds. Oh shit! I don't know if you guys heard that in the mic. I am so sorry.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. Another important note is that Sky Napti uses her dagger to throw at a warg, I think, in order to damage it and get it away from Timo and Tenitheus, who are hurting pretty badly. Lands, does great amount of damage, but runs away with the dagger. So now Napti is daggerless. Irene this whole time literally does nothing, which is pretty funny. He did.
I have a reason.
His reason being what?
That I just woke up from amnesia, bro. What am I supposed to do?
Okay,
I don't know shit.
He doesn't know shit, but he had a katana he could have helped.
Literally.
But didn't.
After the goblins go away and our fight is deemed a success, people of the town go crazy. They say, "Yeah, great job, everyone. Woo!" And the innkeeper, the person at the bar that fed Elshin and Connor and gave the drink to Tenitheus, starts offering job quests to the rest of the people, pretty much saying Phandalin needed a group of heroes to save their city from this dragon, and there's a lot of quests that you could do for a bunch of money. And during this time, Trent says the magic words to Timo, "Do you think I could shave off a goblin's nipple?" So that is the recap of the first session of D&D. The second session is going to be us going on through with one of those quests and hopefully learning more about each other, because in this session, none of us really even learned each other's names. We just did this fight. So it's actually like a really beautiful story, and I hope these recaps can start kind of coming together into an actual story. The only people that really know each other are people that already knew each other going in.
You cut out.
You cut out.
You cut out.
No.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure OBS got all of that. But everyone who knew each other already knew each other. And I know Yawara and Napti because I flirted with them. But
Not by name, but you know them.
Not by name.
yeah,
They're like,
no, I know
"Hey,
you. I know
ladies."
Yawara. I know Yawara by name. I definitely
I
asked
never
you
said
for
my
your
name.
I
Never
asked-
said her name.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I for sure
Yeah,
asked
you're
you for
just-
your
You're
name.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
I know
don't
Yawara.
worry.
But yeah, hopefully this next quest that we do We will get more chances to improv with each other. I know I threw Carter and Elijah under the bus a lot because I was trying to get some talking going. But I think for our first session, what do you guys think? It went all right?
It went
I think
well. It
pretty
went better
good
than I
for-
expected.
Yeah, it went a lot
Yeah,
better.
it's a lot better.
I really enjoyed the role playing part of it, like when we were just in the bar.
me
Like
too.
even though it caught me off guard a lot of the time, but
Yeah.
getting to talk and just like be in character was really cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly excited for that
Interacting.
more than our next combat
Yeah.
sequence, to be honest.
Mhm.
I think we were just trying to get comfortable with the whole role-playing thing, but yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully in the future we'll be more comfortable speaking out and telling
It's
Jen
a-
what we
yeah.
want.
It's not
Yeah,
as
yeah.
awkward as I thought it would be. I thought
Yeah.
it would be
Well,
like more like
it
out of the
does
comfort
help.
zone, but it's really like
Yeah.
it's just nice.
It does
We're-
help that
yeah.
the first session was with all of us who are
Mhm.
already extremely
great
comfortable
friend-
with each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just maybe just talking in front of Jen, and I'm pretty sure Jen like showed herself as not someone to be scared to be yourself
Mhm.
around, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out Jen.
Shout out Jen.
Yeah.
Shout out Mom Hoff.
Shout out,
Um,
Mhm.
So yeah, hopefully like everyone, we just participate in the improv a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not be afraid to tell Jen, hey, we want to do this, and maybe interact with each other, you know, force some
Yeah.
improv out of each other.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
nice
gonna
to
be-
see everyone puts a little bit of themselves, or maybe even a lot of themselves into their own character, rather than having a completely personality, whether that be truly who you are, who you want to be, or your alter ego
Mhm.
in your character, which
Yeah.
is really nice to see, especially with the interactions between characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And on that note, that's why I added the flirting part to my character, because I just think it would be hard for me to not do that. So I just put it as part of my character, so it would be easier for me to be my character.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like that's a good spot to wrap things up. I did want to talk about Activision being bought up by Xbox, but I feel like we've already kind of hit like a good ending point. Yeah.
More of the
Mhm.
story for Activision and Blizzard, or sorry, not Activision, but Blizzard, Microsoft and Blizzard. Like Game Pass is gonna be stacked.
Yeah,
dude.
Game Pass
Oh,
will be stacked.
Yeah.
You're
Game
right.
Pass will be stacked as hell. I hope. How much is it a month?
$10, I think.
$10.
Fuck,
That's
$1 for
gonna be
3 months really spoiled me, bro.
I
Yeah.
know.
Holy moly! Maybe I could
Not
do
only
it by
that,
month.
fuck the CEO of Blizzard. Thank God he fucking stepped
Step
down.
down.
but
He
even
made me
then-
money,
Yeah.
bro.
Mhm.
Bro, Bashy, remember a long time ago I told you the second this goes positive, I'm selling?
Bro, did I tell you not to leave, or did I tell you to leave?
You told me not to leave.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
I told you at one point Activision is gonna go back up. You
Bro,
just have
I
to
went
stay.
from like negative 40% to positive 20.
Let's go.
Just based
Nice.
off of like those news. It's crazy.
It's cause as soon as it's bought out by like
Xbox.
Microsoft, like yeah,
And he
like,
stepped
something
down and it
like-
made it even better.
something big's gonna happen with it.
All right. Well, that pretty much does it for this episode of the Weekly Mash. I'm very happy you guys got to be with us this week. Rachel, would you like to sign us all off?
Yeah, sure. Once again, thank you to our audience who listened to our podcast. I hope you enjoyed the Dungeons and Dragons and job conversation we all had together, and hopefully you found it relatable and funny. And we all hope to see, well, not see, but we all hope you join us for the next episode, whether that be on Spotify or YouTube. And yeah, everyone,
Rachel,
you know,
Rachel.
What's up?
Rachel, what should our YouTube listeners do?
If you are a YouTube listener, you should consider subscribing to our channel to not miss any more channels in the podcasts in the future. Click the notification bell if you're not already, so you're notified whenever we post our next
Smash
session.
that. Smash
And-
that.
Yeah, smash that like button if you enjoyed today's podcast, and comment what you enjoyed, some stories you have for jobs, if you're experiencing Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot. And yeah,
What should our
Get this
Spotify
publicized so-
What should our Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners do?
what
my
what
God.
They should
can
ra-
you even
they
do?
should- they should-
I-
They should rate us 5 stars.
Rate it. Rate it 5 stars if you're
possible, 10.
audio.
Possible 10
No, 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 no,
stars.
no,
Spotify and
no, no,
Apple.
no,
Knock yourself like a
Yeah.
base.
We need we need the 5-star ratings so we can get the Dr. Shasta sponsorship.
We need.
Yeah.
Let's
Yo,
sponsor our
yo.
podcast.
As soon as we get that sponsorship,
Please.
We're done.
Yes.
No more
Once we get this-
podcasts. It's done. It's
No more
over.
podcasts.
that's what it's all
I'm gonna be
for.
wearing, I'm gonna be
The
wearing
goal.
Shasta shirts every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoodies,
I will-
underwear, socks,
Oh yeah.
everything.
If we get sponsored by Dr. Shasta, Carter will finally put on a shirt. So,
All right.
Dr.
Every
Shasta,
donation Dr. Shasta gives us, I will put on another shirt.
All right. That does it
Jesus.
for this Smash.
Mhm.
I hope we buttered you up. Wink.
Yeah. Wink.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much for
Bye-bye.
listening.
Bye.